getting ready for some ceremony here. Chief Don Eagle coming into the ring. And boy, he's a colorful brave, and he's got a whole crew with him here. A tribe of Indians coming in along with him. Chief Don Eagle returning to the Wrestling Wars, and I believe this is his first appearance here in Buffalo. You know, this young man made quite an impression on the wrestling world back in 1953 when he defeated the great Frank Sexton. And he claimed the World Heavyweight Championship at that time because Frank was considered the title holder. But a short time after that bout,
Don Eagle and his group will present the Challenge War Dance.
Now we're going to have a little war dance here by Don Eagle and his troop. That little Indian's got quite a hairdress on him, or a headdress. Oh, you can get that tom-tom. Pretty good, huh? Nothing like the cha-cha-cha, but it has its good moments. Well, Don Eagle, as we were telling you, was laid up shortly after beating Sexton. He was thrown from the ring in a bout and came down across a chair outside the ring and had a very bad back injury. But it was thought for a while that he would never wrestle again, but he did get back in the sport, and I'm sure that if he stays around here for a while, the area fans are going to enjoy this fine Indian wrestler. Out in Cleveland a couple of weeks ago, Don Eagle brought a crowd of 29,000 through the turnstiles.
Are from the
money crowd,
reservation.
Not the fans. He's wearing that ceremonial war headdress of eagle feathers.
Charlie Champion lives at 316 Peach. He has been down and bought a magazine, but now he's lost. Will his parents come down and get him?
Going against Don Eagle will be Ramon Lopez. Ramon is a Mexican of rather undistinguished origin, I guess. At least he claims no particular... He's coming into the ring on the left. You'll pick him up in a moment. He looks like the poor peon right now. I don't know how many of you read Gordo in the Buffalo Evening News, but Ramon Lopez kind of reminds us of Gordo. He's always ready to take a siesta. And he's coming in very slow and sleepy right now. Actually, the Gallagher brothers, Don Eagle, and the main eventers, Fritz Von Erich and Bobo Brazil, along with Leo DiPaolo, are all trying to get a crack at Pat O'Connor, the world's heavyweight champion, who will probably be here for the Parade of Champions show.
The
Here's
next
Manny.
event, one fall, 20-minute time limit, from the Quebec Reservation, weighing 225, Chief Don Eagle. His opponent from Monterrey, Mexico, weighing 228, Ramon Lopez.
Ramon Lopez against Don Eagle. Referee now is Petey Sacco, who's come in to take care of these fellas. Look at that Eagle. He moves beautifully. Lopez is getting away with nothing before the bout starts anyway. Lopez was a little vulgar that time. Don Eagle goes right over to the corner. Actually, Lopez spat on his hand, and Don Eagle's wiping it off on his cloak. Lopez couldn't stop on that last turn. He went right out of the ring. Out is underway. I think you're going to enjoy Don Eagle. He moves beautifully in there. He's light on his feet. Appears to be in good shape. 29 years old, 6 feet 1.5. Weighs about 220, 225. There's a takedown by Don Eagle. Don learned to wrestle from his father, who was a junior heavyweight wrestling champion. He taught him also jiu-jitsu and boxing as well. And Don actually won the Golden Gloves boxing championship in Cleveland back in 1945. And as a professional fighter, he won 17 out of 22 fights by knockouts. Watch this break. He'll spin himself out of there, I believe. Yes, sir. It's kind of hard to hold, keep a hold with that head shaved on both sides, too. You get the hair in there, it kind of gives you a little leverage to hang on to. But Don is shaved on both sides of his head, and he can get out. Great takedown with the legs. A leg trip. Lopez cutting loose with a Mexican hat dance there. Don would just as soon box or wrestle, I guess. Lopez now laying it on, but not for long, and here he comes. Right down almost in our lap. He made it. I think he's sorry. There's another trip. Gosh, that Eagle moves quickly, doesn't he? As a matter of fact, he's had to make up for, he's not a big man, 220 pounds with today's giant wrestlers. Don Eagle is not tremendously big. But he makes up for it with his speed and a real knowledge of all wrestling holds. He's got great timing. And that agility of his will hold him in good stead. A hole that isn't in the wrestling book, I'm sure. But it sure was effective. Kind of like get along, little doggy. Lopez now has a pretty good hole here. He's got the stretcher on Eagle. But he's doing it differently, and ordinarily they do that straight-legged, you know, but Lopez had his instep around the back of Eagle's head there. Lopez gave him the head and the stomach that time, brought him off the ropes. He's going to try it again, but he hit on the judge's stand, and he may have hurt himself pretty badly. He landed on the corner of the judge's stand, and I think he hurt himself pretty well that time. He picked up a box of popcorn there and took something out of it, either the piece of paper or some popcorn itself. He's got it in the front of his trunks. Let's see what he does with it. I think he's got something in those trunks that he hit. You can't see it, but he's got a heavy red mark on his back of his thigh. Now Eagle's got the stretcher on him, putting pressure on that wrist at the same time. Now that's the way the hold is usually applied. Lopez applied it with a bent instep and bent knee. Gosh, Eagle maneuvers those feet around. He's twisting them around there, and he took them right down with it. Oh, boy, he gave it to him good. Lopez getting that Mexican pepper up now, and temperature too. Full Nelson by Lopez. You can almost see Don Eagle figuring out how his break will go. He went into that full Nelson kind of slow motion. Didn't start out as a full, it was a half Nelson there, and then he went into it full. Lopez tried the same break, but he didn't wind up with the same break. Oh, that Eagle, Lopez wants to go home. Actually, he wanted a little rest, I think. Some ringside fans, some of the ladies here, are trying to tell the referee, Pete Sacco, that Lopez has something in those trunks that he may use illegally. Now let's see if he does. So far, he hasn't had a chance. That Eagle is mighty quick. Lopez dishing it out a little bit. There's a whip into the corner. Started out as a whip, but Eagle quickly came back. Oh, he tomahawked him. There's a slash. Whips him again. He backhanded him, slashed him across the throat. It's a judo hold. Now let's see what he's got in mind. He whipped him to the ground, or the mat. Oh, I'm telling you, this is a finish. Whips him again. I've never seen that hold around here. It's a whip. It's a one-arm whip, but he whips him off the rope and into the mat. Turn around, Ramon. That may be all for Mr. Lopez. No, he's still got some fight. No, he hasn't. He had some fight left, but not enough. Ramon never did get to use that popcorn. He'll have to go back to the dressing room and eat it now. Fine performance by Don Eagle, and Manny Weiss will give us the official time here on the fall, which was a real fall by Don Eagle.
The time, 10 minutes, 25 seconds. The winner